Welcome to Blackpool Pleasure Beach, or Pleasure Beach Blackpool, whichever way around you want to say it. We are here today. Well, you know, I've got a really awful cold, to be perfectly honest with you, and I probably shouldn't be out and about, but I'm celebrating my birthday here at Blackpool. Where else would I be celebrating it? So we're here for some rides, we're here to get some thrills in, get on Icon, get on Big One behind us as well. Of course, Revolution, which is flying round. And in this video, we will show you around the park as well in terms of some of the changes and some of the rides that we have lost for 2025 and the condition of them. But quite a lot to do. It is Easter, so I'm expecting it to be fairly busy at the park, to be honest with you, but we'll see. There's a few people around. Oddly, Avalanche and Revolution open at 10:15, everything opens at 10:30, so we're going to start with Avalanche. Avalanche is open, albeit Easter holidays has opened on just one train. Fortunately, we're at the front. I'm kind of hoping the rest of the rides haven't done the same. It's a good ride there on Avalanche. I'd say it's running really, really well. A bit of a worry, it has only opened on one train, and the other train in there doesn't have any restraints attached, so it definitely won't be adding a second one today. So we have come over to the big one, because that one opened at 10:15, this one's open at 10:30. However, everyone has been sent away from the big one. Even though we have seen it go round all morning, it's not open. But while we're here, it has been rewrapped. It is no longer Pepsi Max, it is original wrapping, and of course here used to be the carousel. So of course there are some rides that have been closed temporarily or removed for this year, the carousel being one of them. This has actually been sold and has left the park, and then all the rides back down the bottom, which we will show you, Eddie Stobart and the other carousel, they're all closed for 2025, as well as Skyforce down the bottom, which is a bit of a shame, to be honest with you. Now there are some rides that we don't know about this year, that includes River Caves, and there are some rides that haven't reopened for this year, which of course include Launchpad, which opens in the middle of May, and the Grand National, which currently doesn't have an opening date. Everything else is open today. Okay, if you follow the channel, you'll be under no illusions that it's Wallace and Gromit. It's Wallace and Gromit, and I can't wait to see if they add new scenes with Norbert and a bit more Feathers McGraw in here. But as it stands, I've always loved this ride. Always loved this ride. And you know, after a nice roller coaster to start the day, it's Wallace and Gromit time. Have you seen this chicken? Hopefully we will.
Porridge today, lad. Tuesday.
It is Tuesday. It's porridge day. He knew it. He knew it. No! Can I smell the bread? Can I smell bread? I can't smell bread. I can't smell bread. Oh my god, the smells are back, people. Oh my god, it smells amazing. It's feathers. It's feathers. You can get yourself a small Norbert or a medium Norbert. No really big ones yet. But honestly, so cool. I think that's the best I've seen Wallace and Gromit in terms of effects and everything working in ages. Everything seems to be on. And while it's early, we're going to catch Ghost Train, because actually this isn't a terrible queue for it. Now here they've had some upgrades in here. Even the Slimer-like thing's moving again. Oh, I can't wait for this. I love this. Proper classic Ghost Train. Do do do. Do do do. Do do do. Ah! It is a proper classic Ghost Train, this. With some old scares and then some random new ones. Actually, the timing on that is a little bit better this year. I don't remember him. Whee! Oh, he's loud. Here we go. Here we go. Going down, going down, going down. Well, it's very creepy in it. Not a lot of light. Oh, her head's moving different ways. That's even more creepy, to be fair. Ah, the ghost train. I think that's running really well. Quite a lot of effects in there. Can't tell if there's any new ones for this year or not, but I will say, ones that weren't working very well last year or triggered very well, definitely are this year. Of course, this area here is the proposed apparent new place for the gyro swing, which is coming next year, the £8.2 million Intamin gyro swing, which will be sitting right here. And then on the left here is poor old River Caves. We are busy weaving new dreamlike versions. I have to say, I know it's a classic, but it's been in desperate need of some love. It really, really has. And as you can see, it is completely drained, not a boat in sight. I wouldn't expect this to return for 2025, but if they can get this open this side and this open this side for next year, I'll breathe a whole new life into this area. The good news is we have a second train on Icon, which hasn't brought the queue down that much. I mean, look how busy Icon is. I know it's got 3 trains, obviously one of them being the Enzo one, but my God, it is still absolutely full. And it doesn't help, of course, the fact that the big one is still closed. We are hoping it will open. It is cycling, as you can see, but no sign of it opening quite yet. But we're going to head down a big one, as we've seen it go around for the whole duration we're here. And then hopefully once that's open, the queue for Icon dies down, which ultimately, quite frankly, is where we really want to be. Of course, we can't omit the fact as well that Grand Prix used to sit right here. They are burying the cables for the fountain. I think the fountain has been there all along. It's not new, but they obviously want to get it up and working again. And it's funny because everyone said this is a massive space for a massive ride. It's not that big a space, to be honest. Now, I appreciate the Grand Prix goes all the way up there. That actually hasn't been taken out yet. When you have a look around there, you can still see the track going around there. But obviously you have Avalanche here and you have Icon there. So this is the space, which really isn't that big, to be honest with you. I think the hope of getting anything big in this space, even with this taken out, is going to be quite slim, to be fair. We'll see, I guess, but I don't see anything spectacular coming to this area. I think the spectacular thing is going to be the gyro swing. And I have a feeling if they're going through the effort to get this fountain up and running, we're not going to see anything here anytime soon. So it is all of these rides down here that have been closed for this year. Now, funny enough, the Dodgems went last year, but Eddie Stobart, the carousel and everything else has completely gone. It is a bit weird that they're still playing the music in the Dodgems, but there's no Dodgems. I find it very, very peculiar. And I've got no issue with the cost cutting at all for some of these things. I kind of understand it. All the parks are doing it. It's tough times at the moment. Hey, you know, you've got to be here to support the park, and that's exactly what we are. One of the casualties for 2025 is Skyforce, the Gerstlauer flat ride, which has only been here sort of 10 years. I have to say, out of all the ones for 2025, this is the one that caught me off guard the most. It's a bit unclear at the moment what they're going to do with it. They have said that the Red Arrows may have finished their sponsorship with it, but we are still advertising it. It's quite easy, in honesty, to retheme to sort of a standard plane, but it's not open for 2025. The cars were on site sort of in here, but this now looks like the hub for the big one climbers. You can see all the climbing equipment in there. And yeah, it's all been strapped down. It's not moving, it's not gone anywhere for this year. That is what we call great timing. Like really great timing. It's just opened, just gone 11:30. We're just standing here waiting to see after seeing it go round, and we'll be on the first train, because I have a feeling, as it is only on one train today, the queue for this is going to be massive shortly when people realise it's open. The queue is only getting bigger, needless to say, here down at the big one. I have to say, that's riding really well. It's got some real cracking pops of airtime on there. Really, really enjoyed that. Now, controversial, we did go down the back row, obviously, because you really have to on big one. I think the back row of big one and being dragged off to the right hand side is worse than Hyperia. Now, I know what many might say, might not agree, but the fact the drop isn't straight, and I know Hyperia bends in on itself, I do get that. Maybe it's the rough and ready of the Arrow, potentially, but I think coming off the top of there and down, for me, far, far worse than Hyperia's back row. And we'll catch a little glimpse of it now as it comes over. Icon time. What a fantastic ride Icon is. Unbelievably, I haven't been to Blackpool Pleasure Beach in a year. It's been a year since I've ridden Icon, which I think is the longest gap I've had since it opened, but what a ride it is. I really enjoy it. They are cycling through trains today, it's good to see. This is on 2. Definitely be back for more rides later, there's no doubt about that. Big one flying around, although actually it is quite dark and dreary and has rained a little bit today. It's not that windy. Actually quite pleasant here in Blackpool, to be honest with you, but cracking ride there on Icon. And we were walking back past, and we want to go down and do Alice. We haven't been down there yet, but it's walk on. I mean, come on, it's walk on. Here is a Launchpad, the previous Ice Blast, which is due to open in about a month's time here at Blackpool Pleasure Beach, or Pleasure Beach Blackpool, whichever way you want to do it. It's been completely refurbished. There were rumours it was going, and then it was staying, and it was being refurbished, and then it was going again, then it needed some modifications, but it looks beautiful. It's been painted up, everything has been done, and we'll take a look around the other side now. As you can see, they are putting all the new boards and signage up in speak. Funnily enough, when we got here, actually, half of this was missing, so most of this has been done since we got here. But as you can see, it's clearly Pleasure Beach Resort. Let's take a look at the ride. Here is the other side of Launchpad. You can see it's got a kind of new logo above the top. There's no graphics yet around above the seats, but it has what looks like brand new restraints on it, nice S&S ones. Definitely getting ready for opening, which is great to see. There we go, there's some of the work there on Launchpad. I don't think it's going anywhere anytime soon. Looks like they might just be about to load it with sandbags, to be fair, around to Valhalla, which is open for 2025. Opens at 2 p.m. today, which, you know, is fine. Most people go on this at the end of the day. I would normally end my day on Valhalla, there's no doubt about that. However, I mean, given the weather and given the fact that I've got an awful cold, you can probably hear it, I feel absolutely drained. Unfortunately, I won't be ending my day on Valhalla today. It just seems one of those stupid ideas that not even I can bring myself to do. I will be back for Valhalla this year. Make no qualms about that. I will be back for Valhalla. I'll be bringing Cody up. I didn't bring him last year, in fairness. I did only visit once, which was a year ago. But I'm pleased to see it back open for 2025 at the beginning of the season. We will catch it again. We will catch it again. We do also do our 1 a year on Infusion. However, again, it's not today. I'm definitely dragging Cody on that one. However, no Infusion, but it is Big Dipper time. Oh, I hope this isn't too rough. Definitely not what I'd call a huge space, this one, by any means. But that was Big Dipper. I have to say, I'm going to go as far as saying that could be the smoothest ride I've ever had on Big Dipper. Kurt, he doesn't like that one. Over Grand National, he always says that Grand National ride's better. Every time I get off Grand National, I feel like my back is separated from the rest of my body. We have returned to Icon. Let's face it, it makes sense. It's the only ride on 2 trains seemingly, and we really want to get on some more of our top favourite rides, and Icon is right up there, one of them. Looks like it's got about a 30-minute queue at the moment. It's a great ride on Big Dipper, to be fair, but can't wait to get back on this again. There is Icon as it scoots around all the other roller coasters, weaving in and out on. Actually, the sun has come out. It's not that cold today. And Icon just looks fantastic, whatever the weather, in fairness. As it weaves the way around. So second ride of the day coming on Icon. I'd say we waited about 10 minutes so far. We've got this far. I just feel absolutely drained, honestly. I think if it wasn't my birthday today, I definitely would have stayed in bed. It's time. a relaxing trip on the train, just to break up the day a little bit. Another great ride on Icon there. I can hear it. There it is, as it flies above our head. And it's funny as well, because all these trees feature on all of the marketing, all of the t-shirts, everything. And I never noticed them, only when I come on here, that they're actually here. Quite a few of them as well, to be honest with you. But as we can go around, it's just amazing still when you come along to Pleasure Beach that all the attractions are sort of in one place. You can see in the back of Icon's maintenance shed. And of course you've got Big Dipper here, you've got Infusion over the back, you've got the big one flying over the top. There's just so much going on. And the little train is still going underneath, which is really cool. Just how close you can get to the action here. We don't have all the water back yet for Infusion, so the jets aren't on at the moment, but actually there's not much of a queue for Infusion. I still don't think I can do my once a year on it today, but it is now on 2 trains. Doesn't look like we're going to get a Big Dipper or Steeplechase or Icon Flyby on the way around, which is a bit of a shame. Oh, hang on, there we go. There's a bit of Icon going through the wood there. But it's nice and relaxing. It is quite nice just to break up the day having the Pleasure Beach Express still open. I have to say, out of all the rides I thought might end up being removed, I did think this would be the one. This must cost them a fortune to keep running, but you don't even need a wristband for this. Once you're in the park, if you've got one of the new passes where you can come in for free, this and the Chinese Maze are absolutely free. And actually, I think these have been painted up. Look at these, look. They don't look like they're falling apart. Okay, we'll ignore those ones. These ones don't look like they're falling apart. Oh, they definitely look a lot better. Whoa, into the Jurassic area. Look at these, look. These have all been repainted and refreshed for this year. They look cool. No visit to the Pleasure Beach is complete without a trip into Wonderland. There's a booklet, it's Alice. And into Wonderland we go. Ooh. It's just so bright in here, I love it. Absolutely love it. Love the way they use the ultraviolet lights in here. I think it just works so well to bring Alice in Wonderland to life. A real classic dark ride this. Probably underrated in fairness. I haven't seen him burrowing in years, but he's back burrowing again. Oh, that is a trippy, I don't know what is. Alice is looking fantastic inside, like fantastic inside. There's effects in there I haven't seen working in years. Really good to see us. 2 of the good dark rides, including actually Ghost Trails, 3 of the dark rides, which are in the best condition we've seen in years. Now Valhalla is open. We are in the late afternoon now. Crazy people are braving it. I'm not one of them today, but crazy people are braving Valhalla. Let's go over and just see how wet they're getting, just in case, you know, something's changed. Oh, she looks shocked to be wet. Oh my god, they are absolutely soaked. Spring sale is on across the park with t-shirts at £10, hoodies and jumpers at 20. I mean, again, it's a funny brand in the Lancashire Park, but they're nice tops for 20 quid. You can get the rain jackets. These are really nice. And you can get them in white. And you can also get them in grey, £60. I don't think it's too bad at all. We have various t-shirts on sale for just £10, just to give you an idea. They are big ones, with some more around the other side. You've got backpacks, that's right, backpacks. I'll find one in a minute at £10. The lunch bags at 10, the barrel bag at 15, and just a little wash bag here at £5. So here's the backpack, £10 for an Icon backpack. That is insane. Now of course, they do have ride parts. You can see some bits from Grand Prix have come in here. You can see there's Big One track, pieces of track. Again, that's not quite right. But there is not a lot of prices on some of this. So some of this there is. So this is actually Grand Prix track. So this is the electrical rail which used to go for £60 for a piece. This, which I'm not going to touch because I thought maybe that was just decoration, but it's not. That is thick grease, and that's an avalanche chain. So you know that bit's been used. That's the good part. Whereas something like this, I mean, they might have been used, but I'm not super convinced. But oddly, you do have chain dogs as well for the wild mouse or anti-rollback digs. Come on, chain dogs. I'm not convinced they've been used and they found those. But yeah, no prices on these. So you'd have to then go and find prices to see how much they are. I mean, that wheel's well past its sell by date. £35 if you want a bit of wood, which has been replaced on the streak. So it's good they sell parts, but yeah, I can't tell you how much this is. Whites and prices, baffling. So you've got Grand National slippers, £5. £5 for Grand National slippers. £5 for Mr. Funshine if you want a big thicker one. £10 for those. You've got bedding sets at the moment, king size £25, double 20, single 20. I don't know why the single's not cheaper to be honest, but still really, really good. You got 50% off the fleeces, so these are £35, half price. Now, controversial, but I actually think some of the merch in here is better than anywhere else we have. You know, Towers, it's borderline with Towers. I say it every year, it's borderline with Towers. I do think the Fort Park's still got a little bit to catch up on, but it's getting there. I think the range they do at Pleasure Beach, it's not a very good example, but the range they do at Pleasure Beach is probably underestimated, to be honest with you. We leave you down here at Launchpad, where they have been testing it again this afternoon with sandbags on as well, so it's actually got some weight to it now. It's making it quite far up that tower, which is great to see. So yeah, thank you very much for joining us from Blackpool Pleasure Beach. I will just say, I know there are rides closed, and actually I accept there are rides closed. It's happening across the country. People just need to accept that. And I'm alright with that. I'm alright with them cutting costs on what is a really difficult year for the industry, not just theme parks, but attractions at whole. The only thing I won't support is the fact that Big Dipper, Big One and Avalanche are on one train at Easter. Can't support that. So, you know, people say we don't criticise enough. We're not here to criticise, we're here to have a great day, and we've had a great day. If there was one piece of thing I would give you, is that I think they should be on two trains. Fantastic day here at Blackpool. As you can see, I've not been feeling 100%, but I've still got on all the rides I want to go on. And yeah, actually, feel a bit drained now.